Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Oh, man. This is almost comical because it's the NFL silly season where you hear all kinds of speculation. Now, I want you to understand something. Two things that are out there today. I've seen them quite a bit, a few times. Some people have texted me about them, and I just kind of put laugh out loud on it. Right now, for example, Dak Prescott, until the beginning of the league year, is a Dallas Cowboy player. So is Andy Dalton. They don't become free agents until the 15th of March. In which case, teams can't start talking to those players until March 15th. Well, actually, excuse me. No, let me correct myself. I forgot. There's the legal tampering period, which is a few days ahead of time. For them to go ahead and say, yeah, we want to get this guy, it's only speculation of people who are not related to the team. Because technically, if the team were to say, hey, we want to get Mitch Trubisky to back up Dak Prescott. If the Cowboys say that, then that's considered tampering, in which case they could lose draft picks. And in the same sense, when Mike Fisher says, that it's forecasted, think about what it said. It's forecasted that Andy Dalton could be signing for the Denver Broncos for $10 million. That's just speculation. It's not guaranteed. It may happen. It may make complete sense. It's kind of like when you see Pro Football Focus, they'll say trades that should happen. How many times we heard that Michael Gallup should be traded to such and such? Jamal Adams. How many times we heard, the Cowboys will trade for Jamal Adams? How many times we heard Earl Thomas to Dallas Cowboys? These are speculations from people who are writers, bloggers, YouTubers, NFL insiders to get you to click. So for me, here's my thought. As far as Andy Dalton goes. Andy Dalton did what you want a backup quarterback to do. He won us some games. We didn't go completely to ass like, when we went to Ben DiNucci. He's capable. Do I think Andy Dalton is the guy that would be able to get us to the playoffs of the Super Bowl? At this point in his career, I don't. I think that the NFL has truly moved on in the type of quarterback because defenses are so fast and the lack of offensive line that you now need to have a guy who's mobile to be able to move around the pocket. Whereas you'll see guys that are pure pocket quarterbacks becoming passe. Andy Dalton isn't that guy that's really that capable in the pocket to move around. He's still a capable quarterback. And I would love it if Andy Dalton can sign a big contract with somebody, because if he does, that gives us the possibility of getting a compensatory pick. I had a discussion earlier with my main man with the computers and stuff. And we were talking about, if you pay Dak Prescott, you can't build a team. Well, listen, the Cowboys and very few teams build themselves through free agents. The teams that end up doing well are the teams that draft well. So it behooves you to store up and get as many draft picks as possible. New England, it's not about 1, 2, 3, 5 or 6 really good guys. It's about having about 25, 30 really good, competent players. And so you look at how they did it. You never hear New England say, we can't live without this guy. We've got to pay this guy and so he can retire with our team. They don't hold on to a guy where he's there to the point where he has no value. They tried to trade Gronk. How many times? Trey Flowers, Pro Bowl year. They let him go. Get a compensatory pick in return. They do this because they'll win the Super Bowl and then the next year turn around and have 12 picks. They're constantly turning over the roster. They're not allowing guys to feel comfortable like they are anointed players that they can't live without me. I'm the head dude in charge. I keep the owner happy. I can't be benched. No. Everybody knows I am replaceable. And it doesn't mean just because you're bad, you can be really, really good and I can trade your ass to a sorry team and get a high draft pick for you. And that draft pick is going to be cheap. That's how you win in football. So thinking that we have to hold on to guys, everybody is replaceable with the exception of having a really good quarterback. And so when you see that Andy Dalton could end up being a backup for Denver, when you see Mitch Trubisky, could be a backup for Dallas. Well, it's the reality that there's not a lot of quarterbacks to go around. And there's a lot of teams. There's word that, again, another one of these Pro Football Focus articles, that big cuts that you could see coming this year. Jimmy Garoppolo could be a cut. Instead of paying him the $24 million to a guy who can't stay healthy, and when he was healthy, wasn't exactly a game changer, 49ers could say, bye. You only played a few games this year. Let's look and see if we can find something better. But the reality is I can think of about 14 teams that would like to upgrade their quarterback and are desperate to do so. There's not 14 better options out there for teams. It's the nature of the beast. But be prepared. You're going to hear all kinds of stories. There are going to be all kinds of things that will be like, oh my God, can you believe we're going to get such and such player? Yeah, we've been hearing that for how many years about Earl Thomas, right? You remember when we heard that Tony Romo is going to be traded to the 49ers? Oh, excuse me. Kirk Cousins was going to be traded to the 49ers and Tony Romo was going to be traded to Washington. Yeah, that was really out there, being reported on the networks. So be prepared to hear all kinds of crazy ass stories that are going to be flowing throughout the offseason about this team going to cut this guy, this team going to trade that guy, this team interested in taking that guy. Most of it's bullshit. Cowboys interested in Mitch Trubisky for a backup. Yeah, that's a good one. Well, hope you guys had a great day. Tomorrow is Hump Day, and I hope to see you guys all here. Thoughts and prayers to everybody who has been affected by everything that we're going through, and hope that tomorrow will be a better day. I will see you later.